Hi, I'm Virginia, and the Newbery Award book that I chose to read was Ginger Pie by Eleanor Estes. This book was also illustrated by Eleanor Estes, and it was originally published in 1951 by Harcourt Publishing. This book was about the Pie family. There was Mr. and Mrs. Pie, and there was Jerry and Rachel Pie, and it was set in 1919 in Cranbury, Connecticut, which was a town that sat between Boston and New York City. Jerry Pie decided that he wanted a puppy, and he knew of a farmer that lived outside of town that had some puppies for sale for $1. The problem was that he did not have $1. So he had to come up with a way to earn the dollar, and with his sister Rachel's help, they are able to earn the dollar, and they go to pick up their new puppy. When they're walking home, they think that they hear somebody following them, but they can never actually see a person, so they kind of dismiss that, and there'll be more about that in the story in a minute. When they get home, their mom helps them name the puppy Ginger, because she says that the color of the puppy is like ginger. So they have Ginger Pie now. As the story goes on, Ginger becomes very loved and well known in town, and he's a very smart dog. And the children continue to think that they are seeing the person that had followed them, because this person has a yellow hat that just keeps showing up. They never actually see the person, but they're pretty sure that the person in the yellow hat is the person that was following them, and they're sure that somebody is trying to steal their puppy. Well, time goes on, and the person kind of disappears, and they don't see the yellow hat very much, and so they kind of dismiss it. Well, then on Thanksgiving Day, they put Ginger out in the backyard where she can't get out, and she disappears. So in the back of their mind, they're pretty sure that it's the person in the yellow hat that has taken their puppy, but they cannot find their puppy anywhere. They ask the townspeople if they've seen it and to keep an eye out for their dog, but no one ever sees the dog. Well, as time goes on, quite a bit of time has passed, and every once in a while they'll see glimpses of this yellow hat, but they just can't make the connection to who it belongs to. Well, later on in the story, someone that they know is walking by the home of a classmate of Jerry's, and they see a dog tied up in this yard that they think looks like Ginger, but so much time has gone by, this dog is now full grown, and the last time they saw Ginger, she was just a puppy, so they're not sure. So they take the dog home to the Pies, and they decide that that is Ginger because she shows lots of interest in them and she has the right markings. And so they find their dog Ginger, and they discover that the person that was in the yellow hat was their classmate, and he had stolen their dog some time ago. But in the end, they get Ginger back, and they live happily ever after. This book has very simple drawings, just black and white drawings, but most of them do show, most of the drawings will show expressions on their face or what the characters are doing. And I like this book because it was a really simple story. It was based back in a much simpler time in 1919, and so it shows a kid the strong family values that were in place in those days, people helping each other. There was a mom and dad that was a strong unit, and I think a lot of kids, not that this does not exist nowadays, but a lot of kids don't experience that strong family unit and togetherness. And I liked the book that it showed strong morals and strong family unit, and I think that that's a good thing for the kids to know, to hear and know that that exists, and just working together to accomplish something with another person is another great aspect of this story. Something that I would have my kids do, I think there was a part in this book where the newspaper did a story on Ginger Pie because he was such a smart dog. And I think it would be really fun to give my students a big enough piece of paper, like a 13 by 11 at least, and let them make up their own newspaper with the characters in the book. They could either do some kind of some stories, you know, things that happened in the book, or they could just make up their own happenings with some of the characters in the book. But I think that that would be a really fun project to do. That is my reflection on this book, and have a good day.